RAF Scampton in rural Lincolnshire is now to be converted into housing for asylum seekers, which will be mostly young men, no doubt. But it comes as no surprise, as the Home Secretary admitted in this interview she intends on finding more accommodation for them.
He's made stopping the boats one of his top 5 priorities, and we are making that promise because we believe we've got a good plan. We're already seeing some progress. We're already making progress on bearing down on our asylum backlog. We'll be bringing forward new asylum accommodation. We have already got an agreement with France and with Albania, and we're effecting relocations to Albania.
So the base is the former home of the famous Red Arrows, and everyone remembers watching their spectacular aerial shows growing up. But more importantly, it was the original base for the heroic Dam Busters. That's the base for the planes that flew one of Britain's most famous and audacious ever missions over Germany in World War II. It's an integral part of our history and a reminder of the sacrifice those men made for us, risking their lives daily in death-defying missions to protect us from Hitler's Germany. Now we are turning a base integral in beating Nazi Germany into a camp for asylum seekers in a country that is apparently becoming as bad as 1930s Germany because of the way it talks about asylum seekers. You couldn't make it up. Do you see the contradiction? The base was closed in 2018 by the Ministry of Defence for cost-saving measures. Then, in 2022, the Council and Scampton Holdings Limited had arranged a £300 million plan for redevelopment, and not for ghastly new builds. It was going to be a centre for aviation, heritage, tourism and research, which sounds really positive. However, shortly after those plans were agreed, the treacherous government stepped in to say it had earmarked the base for use in housing asylum seekers. The locals weren't consulted, as usual. I wonder how much the government contractor Serco is making out of all this. After all, they were awarded the record-breaking £1.9 billion contract for this racket, and they said themselves they are always on the lookout for more accommodation. Paid for with the taxpayers' money, of course. For them, the more men that come, the better. It's a nice little earner they want to see continue and grow. It's inexcusable they are turning something that was instrumental in Britain's greatest ever struggle into this. Something so important to our national story. It's outrageous, and it shows for all this tough talk, absolutely nothing will change. The numbers overall will keep going up. They'll just keep on coming, more and more. Seems open borders Britain will just take in and pay for absolutely anyone and everyone who wants to come here. And anyone who speaks out against this suicidal madness will be called a bigot. Apparently, we are responsible for the world's destitute young men, and we have to take them all in because they've decided we are their destination of choice. That's the modern world, and we are expected to just shut up and accept it. I dread to think what Britain will be like 20 years from now.